Welcome back to the Heads Up tournament at the 2007 Sun City $1 Million Poker Tournament. I'm Rick Allen. The next round saw some fascinating matchups. In an inspiring duel, Cyril Jastrzynowski edged out Ryan Eber. Ryan Brouwer kept his role going by defeating Jeff Grayling. Robbie Kay took on Cape Town-based Peter Vermaas, but came out second best. And Richard Schoenfeld applied his logic in knocking out David Wales.
What was the hand that you went out on?
Basically, I had pocket fours. My opponent had pocket fives, and a 4 and the 5 came on the flop. So I was destined to go broke, basically.
And I mean, that's a great hand. What would you have done differently?
To be honest, it's very difficult to get away from that hand. It's such a strong hand, and heads up, you should just be looking to put all your money in. I mean, it's unavoidable. But I lost. I mean, he's probably the best heads up player in the country. So.
I had Queen 5 of hearts. There were 2 hearts on the board. I also had a chance at I thought a straight draw, but I didn't. The third heart didn't come, and Peter's through the next round. I'm on the sidelines.
What would you have done differently?
Oh, I played, given the blind structure, the blinds are very small at the moment. I played a lot of chips early on for sub-marginal hands that I shouldn't have been involved with. That's what I do differently.
Well, it's nice to know that you're through and be the first one to be in the last 4. And well, I suppose I've got as good a chance as anybody, and just hope we can carry on the good work.
4 finalists remaining, all of them great players with a fantastic chance of making it through to the final. Now it's all about who will make the fewest mistakes. Semi-finals matchups are going to be fiercely contested by Richard Schoenfeld and Peter Vermaas in semi-final 1, and the other table will feature Cyril Jastrzynowski and Ryan Brouwer in the second semi-final.
Well, I've played much of my poker with Richard, and now that I see how good he is, I'm wondered why I was always losing to him.
Hold on, you know that actually what was good was our
Richard with the pocket 6s in the big blind.
50 more to play, Peter. Cool. I raise 3.
So Richie announcing the raise.
Peter flat calls from the small blind with King 8. Richard's raised, and Peter makes a quick call.
Yes. Up to you, Richard. Check.
It's a bad flop for Richard. 2 overcards to his 6s. He checks.
6.
Peter bets his second pair, and Richard quickly calls.
Not big enough to get Richard off the hands. He'll stay in, see what can happen for him.
Up to you, Richard.
Turns a 7, which gives Richard a 5 or a 9 for the straight.
12.
And Peter keeps the betting going, 1200.
Peter knows he's ahead at the moment because Richard's raised pre-flop and checked it twice, making it look like just like overcards.
12.
Richard calls for his draw.
Last cards. Up to you, Richard. All in.
Wow, what a fantastic bet from Richard. He now makes out that he's got the ace. Look at the pressure he's going to put on Peter. Statistically, there's no chance that Richard can win this hand. He had to find a 6 on the last, or the 5 or the 9 for the straight, as he said. The ace was of no use to him, but he used it completely to his advantage, simply through betting. Yep.
And it makes sense. Richard raised pre-flop, representing a big hand. He's just check-called the flop. He's shown weakness on the flop and the turn, and the river that comes the ace. Now he's hit his hand, so now he goes all in.
Well, that's just fantastic play. What he represented from the beginning, he's managed to see it through. It all makes sense, and Peter has to doubt it now. Or believe it, should I say.
And of course, it makes sense that he's got King Queen of Spades, Queen Jack of Spades. Great play by Richard.
Well, that's superb. There was no ways he could take down the hand other than by betting. He did so, and he's taken the pot.
I've only tried at 1 call.
They're both very experienced online players, and they would have played against each other previously.
200.
So just announcing the blinds.
1 and 200, that is at the moment.
And Peter with the 100 in, meaning he's on the button. So his chance to call.
Peter raises to 600 with the ace-7 of hearts.
14.
And Richie with the pocket 9, he re-raises.
Raises 1,000.
Peter's got a very good hand heads up. A lot of potential, probably most times even the best hand. Richard opts, I'm assuming he's going to opt to call to see the flop and perhaps even use position to win the hand if they both miss.
Richard?
Well, only 1 overcard for Richard to be scared of.
It's not a bad flop for Richard.
Let's see if he thinks so.
All in.
Yeah, he thinks it's a good time to move all his chips into the pot. It'll be 4,500 for Peter to call.
Yeah, take it, young man.
Nothing for Peter to find over there. He has to surrender the hand.
Slightly out of my range.
We'll be back with more from the $1 Million Poker Tournament at Sun City.